Your presentation. Okay?
Okay.
And Krista, you're just going to wing it and choose from these various scenes here based on what she's talking about, okay? All right, and in 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, my name's Laken Fitzgerald, and I'm going to talk today a little bit about careers in the realm of digital media technology. 3 of the careers that I chose to do were photography, graphic design, and broadcast and sound engineering technician. I chose this pathway because I love what I do in shop. Those are 3 of my favorite things to do, and I believe that because we've had experience with all these, that we would make a lot of money doing this for so little work because we already have a clue of what we're doing. And I understand it is a lot of work, but it's a lot easier now that we know what we're doing. And you get recognized for your own creativity. You get to come up with your own projects, your own style, and you can just get recognized for that. And a lot of times you can work at your own pace. Sometimes you have a deadline, but you're not always rushing, and you can work at your own pace. And as a career overview for a photographer, I'm going to go through each of those 3 careers that I picked. For a photographer, you have technical expertise, creativity, and composition skills, and you produce and preserve images that tell a story. You actually take photographs and they mean something and they tell a story through them. As a graphic designer, you create visual concepts by hand or computer. It all depends on what you're creating. We have all of those computer softwares nowadays that you could probably do it all on computer if you'd like. And communicate ideas that inspire, inform, or captivate consumers. A broadcast and sound engineering technician sets up, operates, and maintains electrical equipment for radio, television, broadcast, concerts, or movies. And for the tasks and technologies of a photographer, your main technologies are a camera. Some choose to have a studio. It just all depends. Some would rather not work in a studio. Photo editing software, not everyone needs photo editing software either, but a lot of people prefer it. And different lighting, which is pretty much included in your studio, I guess, but that just all depends. And for a graphic designer, your computer, obviously, if you are using a computer, like I said, some people prefer not to. And editing software, such as Adobe, Adobe Photoshop, or Photo, my mouse needs,
Oh,
sorry. Okay. Oh well, good thing this is practice.
and you're doing great, by the way. You really are.
Oh, thanks.
Let's hear it for her. What do you think?
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. She's doing great. Absolutely.
Okay.
Everett, clap.
He's mad because I yelled at him yesterday for picking up that light bulb.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He was ready for the beach. He's got his shades on and everything. Keep going. You're doing great, Laken, really.
Okay. As a graphic designer, you need your computer. Like I said, not everyone prefers a computer. Some would rather not use a computer. And your software. I prefer Adobe products like we use in shop, such as Photoshop, Fireworks. After Effects is used more for,
Special effects
Yeah,
for
special
TV
effects.
and film.
Okay, yeah, special effects for TV and
Film.
I couldn't get that out. And then you have your income and job availability for all 3 careers. For a photographer, you make roughly $29,130 a year, and these were taken from 2010, so I'm sure that these have increased since then. Some travel for their photo shoots. Like I was saying before, not everyone has an in-home studio, and some would rather just go out and take photos somewhere else. And some work in laboratories, which is you'd probably have to go to college for that and everything, just all depends. For a graphic designer, and this is what I want to become, you make roughly $43,500 a year, specialized design services, and publishing and advertising for pretty much anything. That's really what a graphic designer does. They advertise, and that's pretty much it. That's what I want to do. And broadcast and sound engineering technician makes around $39,870 a year. You work indoors in office buildings, mainly, radio, television, or recording studios, like I said before. It just all depends. And for the educational requirement for a photographer, you have post-secondary education is not required for a photographer. Bachelor's degree for photojournalists and industrial and scientific photographer is pretty much required. That would be like the laboratories and everything. And I would probably rather just get my own camera and take my own pictures, but of course you probably won't be making as much money. For a graphic designer, bachelor's degree is usually required depending on where you work. You demonstrate creativity through a professional portfolio that features best designs, which we have created in shop. We've created our portfolios as part of our senior project. We had to create a senior DVD portfolio that included a lot of our shop work that I could just take and hand to an employer, and that is my professional portfolio. And for a broadcast and sound engineering technician, mostly associate's degree or vocational certification, which is what we would get from Jeff Tech. Some high school diplomas, some formal training. Once again, it all depends on where you would go and apply at. If it's a big place, as a big radio station or something, you're probably gonna need some type of education background on that. I doubt they're just gonna let you come in and just start training on something you've never messed with before. And for certifications, already being in digital media, we have experience with all three of those. We're not professionals at it, but we do have some experience with them, enough that if like I was to go out and work in like a radio or something, anything that has to do with sound, we have already worked with that, so I would have a background with that. And these are a list of my resources. I used bls.gov for all of them and just got all of my information off those.
Very good.
I don't know how to,
Excellent. Well,
I don't even know if I should have said that.
Excellent job. Come on out here, and you can take a look at it at some point here. We'll throw this up on the YouTube channel. Laken can critique herself, and if you like what you're seeing or you have some constructive criticism for Laken,